Normally there are two advices in terms of, getting clients. A lot of people would do the outbound method. I have not done outbound before, so I can't speak on it, but I would say if you are starting right now and the market is competitive, I would say that the first thing, of course, would be to optimize your profile and brand it, optimizing it. I would always say the goal of optimization and the goal of branding your LinkedIn profile is so that when someone comes to your page, it serves as a landing page, meaning that they are going to go through that page and they are going to make a decision in their heart if they can trust you for your work and if you can deliver. So I would say number one is your optimization. Make sure that your headline, your banner, your about section, your experience section, your skills, recommendation section, your featured section, everything is communicating. I can do that job. You can trust me. So once that is covered, the second thing I would say is that if your connection or your network on LinkedIn, make sure that you're connecting with your target audience. You're connecting with people that offer the same complementary services as you, meaning, for instance, someone that is a social media manager connecting with someone that is graphic designer. You see that anybody that would most likely need a social media manager would most likely need a graphic designer as well. So you connect with those people so that, there could be chances of collaboration between the two people, and also connect with people that have your target audience as their own target audience. Business coaches. Following a business coach on LinkedIn means that you are going to have business owners in their comment section. So you can meet them there, you can connect with them. Yeah. So connecting with your target audience, connecting with people that offer complementary services, connecting with people that have your target audience as part of their own target audience. Then you can connect with people that you can genuinely grow from, that can genuinely offer you tips on how to grow your business. Like when I started LinkedIn, I didn't know so much about writing on LinkedIn. I didn't know so much about that. And I connected a lot with, I had a lot of copywriters in my audience or in part of my network rather. So I had a lot of copywriters as part of my network, and they really helped me, in terms of telling me, okay, I will read their content and their content will be like, they'll start telling me things of PPP, IDA framework, attention this, attention, all those things, that copywriting things. And so I didn't know all of those things before LinkedIn. And so coming on LinkedIn, reading their content, I started learning. I started knowing how to write, how to cut the blog, how to structure your post and all of that. So I started learning from them and it helped me get better with writing. So those are the kind of people you also want to connect with on LinkedIn. People that you can learn from, that can make you a better LinkedIn creator, a better professional. So you connect with those people as well. And then genuinely people you like and all. Don't connect so much with people that, let's say, with your competitors. Don't connect so much with them, except the ones you want to learn from, or except the ones that you like, people that you can collaborate with. If not, so that it doesn't make your reach, because the more you have, let's say, if you're a graphic designer, you have a lot of graphic designers as part of your network. It will make more graphic designers see you. Those are not necessarily the people that you want to work with. So it might kind of stifle your reach in terms of the main target audience. So once you have all of these people as part of your network, the other thing that you can work on is your content. So try to balance the three types of content that I post. You can have four types, but for me, three types of content. The personal content, which is content that talk about what you do, your journey, why you do what you do, what made you go into LinkedIn, what made you go into that skill, that service, your values, all of those things that necessarily the human being behind the LinkedIn profile. So content that make them know you so that they can trust you, because you have to know someone to like them and then trust them. So the goal of those kind of content would always be to make your potential client or potential lead see you as someone that, oh, I know a little bit of her personality. I know a little bit of her, so I can trust her a bit and we can bond. Imagine, let's say maybe you post the content about liking K-drama, like I like K-dramas. And so let's say you post the content about liking K-drama, and then your target audience sees it, or your target client sees it and like, oh, I love K-drama too. And they comment and you're like, oh, and you start bonding over those things. And before you know it, yeah, they might need that service. They were like, oh, there's this person. Oh, she likes K-drama. Let me send her a message. Let me see if she can do what I want. So content like that, those personal contents are not necessarily you just posting personal content. They are more of you trying to make them, feel you and know you, so that they can trust you. And then the second type of content is the authority building content. These are contents that make them trust you as a professional or trust you as an expert in that field. These are tips, strategies, experiences with clients, industry insight, your perspective to things in the industry, just contents that will overall make them see you as a professional, so that they can now move from liking you to trusting you as, someone that can do the job. And then the other type of content is the social proof or the proof. These are contents of posting projects, posting testimonials, posting milestones with clients. So together, when you do these three types of content, so you post in the personal content for them to know you, get to know you, feel comfortable with you, and all of that. Then the second type of content, authority building content, make them trust you as a professional and trust you that you can handle the business. And then the proof, those contents that will seal the deal and feel like, okay, I saw this project she posted, means she can do the job. I will send her a message. So those are the three types of content you post. And so if you're able, if you're able to do this, do all of these three, you'll be able to, with time, over time, with the compound effect, little by little, you'll be able to get those clients. However, if you cannot wait, because it takes a lot of time, but if you want the ones that will be easy, you still have to do this ones. But anyways, you just move straight to cold DMs and cold emailing and warm leads. Basically, people engaging on your content, you can just send them a message and just say, pitch to them. Tell them what you saw on their website or their page, what you can do for them. And if you've been able to do the first one, which is the profile optimization and the branding, if you've been able to set up your profile and set up your page, and they check your content or and you posting your project, if you do a good job with the email or the code DM, I feel like they'll be able, if they're in that situation where they need your service, they would be able to take a chance. So yeah, that's it. That's why I said the compound effect. It's never one time. There's also try and error. You do it, try A, try B, A and B testing as well, and with time, and just know that everywhere, every industry right now is feeling the heat of AI. So there's not a lot of traction right now happening. So just be patient. And I would say skill up as well. Skill up. Also try to find out if what you offer is an entry point. Because for me, I made a post about how my last post was, no, not my okay, my last, the post I've posted, the content I put out 2 days ago was about how people kept messing up my work, and so I decided to go into brand management. And yeah, and that is, brand identity is an entry point, meaning you can work with a client and you're done. You might never work with them again. But brand management is a long term. So would I say you have to be more intentional about what you do right now as regards the market globally. Don't just, take on skill that is just a one-time thing, because then you're going to have to always find new clients. But if you take on a skill, make sure that you're seeing, how can I make this long term? How can I work with my client long term? And so for me, that's what brand management does. So I don't necessarily have to always look for clients every single time to be able to, get cash, get money, get paid. I just have to do a great job with the brand identity the first time a client meets me, and then have them have a good customer experience, and then pitch my services of brand management. So you can get to work with me long term. And so if you're able to do this for, let's say, 3 or 4 clients, and imagine having a retainership or working long term with 3 or 4 clients, and they're paying you monthly. So you don't have to always look for a new client. So always make sure that your whatever service or skill that you're offering is not just entry level. You have to always see how you can make this something that will be long lasting, that will have, a long life cycle between you and your customer or your client. So if you're into UI, you have to say, okay, can you pitch or have a proposal or a package where they get to retain you, you get to do changes on their websites, monthly, weekly, all those kind of things. You just have to find a way to position yourself to be in the life of your clients longer. So that you don't have to always look for a new client to be able to have something to go home with at the end of the month, especially if you're just a freelancer. So imagine having to look for a new client every month. It's a lot. So if you just have one, find a way to stay in their life longer.